How many degrees are in a circle? 360 degrees are in a circle, kids. What is the degree measure for each of the 4 angles in the circle? They're talking about this angle right here, this angle, and this angle. Well, there's 4 angles that equal 360, so 360 divided by 4 equals 90. We also know this is 90 degrees because it's a perfect corner. If the circle is divided into 8 equal parts, what is the degree measure for each of the 8 angles formed? You're going to take 360 and divide it by 8. You're going to get 45. That's what one of those would be. Better put some degree signs on here. If a circle is divided into 12 equal parts, what is the degree measure for each of the 12 angles formed? And the answer is 30. 360 divided by 30. 360 divided by 12 equals 30. The circle is divided into 6 equal parts. What is the degree measure for each of the 6 angles? The answer is 60. 360 divided by 6 equals 60. The circle is divided into equal parts so that the angles have a degree measure of 120. How many angles would be there? Well, 120 plus 120 plus 120 equals 360, so that'd be 3 angles. The circle is divided into 360 equal parts. What is the degree measure for each of the 360 angles? 360 divided by 360 would equal 1. I'm going to keep on cruising along here. Remember today in class when we were talking about an equilateral triangle. All these sides are the same, which means all the angles are the same. All the angles in a triangle, when they add them up, will always equal 180. So A equals 60 degrees. Let's take a look at this problem right here. This kind of makes it a little interesting. We've got a hexagon here. How many of these triangles can we fit in this hexagon? Looks like we're going to be able to fit 6 triangles in the hexagon. We have to find this angle down here. Well, this triangle is the same as that triangle right there. So this spot right here, this angle B, would have a 60 right here. We'd have a 60 here and a 60 here. So that would be 120 degrees. Let's take a look at angle C. If we were to split this up, we'd have 2 triangles. Angle C would be 60 degrees. Angle D, we have a 60 here and a 60 here, which would equal 120 degrees. Just make it nice and simple. Let's take a look at this trapezoid here. If we separate it, this right here would be 60. And F would be the same way. We'd have a 60 here and a 60 here, which would equal 120. This math journal page is very easy. We'll go to the next page. This is our homework tonight. This is where it gets a little tricky. Problem D, triangle, equilateral triangle. Perfect. 60. E, it's a right angle, perfect corner. We have a 90. F is easy. That is 60. Take a look at A. A is a little trickier. You make a circle around this right here. This angle right here and this angle right here are each 60 degrees. We'd have 60 plus 60, which would equal 120. I have a full circle here, so that'd be 360. 360 minus 120 would give me an answer of 240. I'm going to change colors here to help us out. This angle right here and this angle right here equals 240 when I add them together. Half of 240 is 120. So angle A is actually 120. Angle B, that's the easy one. That's 60. Angle C is an easy one. That's 60. Let's move down here. G, that's an easy one. That's 90. It's a corner. We have to get all those corner pieces down. H gets a little trickier. I'm going to draw a circle here. All these points meet at a single point here, so that makes a circle here. Well, I know this is 90, so I'm going to take 360 here. I'm going to subtract it from 90. That leaves me with 270. just like I did with this problem right here. I just subtract it from 120 because I have 60 and 60 would got me 120. I subtract, so these two angles equal 240. Here, this angle right here, I'm going to change colors again. This angle right here and this angle right here equals 270. Well, half of 270 actually equals 135. That's what h is. H is 135. It's that easy. H, this angle right here, it's the same thing as this, 135, 135, and here's your 90 again. So I is 135 as well. It's simple and easy. You just have to keep in mind that when all the angles meet at one point, you've got to form a circle around it. Move on to this last problem right here. We have a straight line. Straight line automatically means 180. How many angles do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 angles that all meet at 180. So 180 divided by 6 equals 30. J is 30. Now I'm going to redraw this triangle here to help us out, to help explain it a little better. If this is 30, and like let's make a better 3. If this is 30, that means all the angles inside this triangle equals 180. So 180 divided by or minus 30 equals 150. Half of 150 would be 75. So these two bottom angles are each 75. So angle K is actually 75. And you don't have to do the bottom problem, so you can go ahead and cross that off.